How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video, and in this video we'll be doing a review of As Above, So Below, which was released in 2014, written and directed by John Eric Dowdle, and also written by Drew Dowdle, starring Perdita Weeks, Ben Fendman, and Edwin Hodge, and quite a few others. Now, to give the quick synopsis of the story, we have a group of adventurers who are led by a woman who is a student and a archaeologist to some degree, trying to uncover the location of what could possibly be the Philosopher's Stone, as well as the tomb of its creator, Nicholas Flamel. And in some sense, all the clues that she has been able to uncover leads to the catacombs under Paris. Though, in the end, things don't go the way they want, because these clues may very lead them to the gates of hell. Now, the movie itself is filmed in a sort of, how should I put this, a found footage. Even though, I'm not gonna lie, there's couple people that survive this turn of events, and if people are worried about spoilers, like, again, spoilers in case, but this was released in 2014. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on Netflix now, by the way, if you want to watch it, which is where I watched it. But in the end, it was set up as or at least filmed in a found footage setup. And I'm not gonna lie, I expected everybody to die. Because usually that's what happens in a found footage film, right? Like, I think the perfect example is like almost every freaking Paranormal Activity movie, where everybody is open game for, or free game for the creature or monster or entity, the demon, whatever, and it's just, okay, let's see who dies first and taking bets. That's basically how I felt. But to my surprise, yeah, a couple of people do actually, survive, hell, which is probably, again, the end-all be-all evil place that you would ever want to be or never want to be, hell. And a couple of people actually survived it somehow, in some way, and managed to get back to Earth. Again, somehow, some way. But I guess if anything, like, the more important thing about this movie is the journey. And sure enough, they do succeed. I mean, to a degree. There is some sacrifice, but they do succeed in the very end. Characters themselves, I don't know if I could say much about them, because I think, if anything, the thing that really drew me was the adventure. Some of the characters just seemed kind of bland and kind of unmotivational. If anything, boring. And again, I was under the impression that everybody was going to die, so it's like, why get invested in any of these characters anyways? So, yeah, I wasn't very motivated to care about the ordeals of these characters, unfortunately. The scenario, or at least the setting where it's like in hell, it looked, I will say, it was really interesting, especially with it being like a rendition of like the dark catacombs. Some of the situations that they had to deal with were really cool. There were a few jump scares that, I'm gonna be honest, are cheap, and being somebody as myself who is desensitized, was not very scared of. It's just like, oh, no, I tried to scare you, blah, but whatever. There was an interesting twist, especially when it comes down to them collecting the Philosopher's Stone, but I don't want to go too much into that. But in the end, it was an interesting journey when it comes down to what our characters end up having to go through. Though, at this point, I was just unmotivated by some of the stuff going on, I think I should say. So, with that, I like how this movie is filmed. The story itself was actually kind of intriguing, as well as their adventure, through and out of hell was interesting. Characters themselves, I didn't care for, because again, found footage film, more likely, 90% of the time, everybody dies. And the catacombs that are supposed to be held look nice. That's about it. So, with that, given this quick review, I'm going to go ahead and give it a... Let's go... I think I'm going to go halfway. 5 out of 10. It's like any other found footage film. It's dark, it tries to scare you with cheap jump scares. And by the way, there's barely any jump scares. There's like maybe startling moments that if you're scared, or if you're easily scared, you'll like get freaked out for a quick second, but that's about it. But other than that, yeah, not the best. We'll say not the worst, but not, it's about average. So with that, again, 10 out of 10. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care. Peace. 2, 3, 5.